Hello everyone. Let us discuss aphorism 69 and 70. In 68th aphorism, Hahnemann described whenever he comes across new concept, he would like to make an impact on our brain regarding how homeopathic medicine is acting. So when he explained primary and secondary action, through that he tried to explain modus operandi to us in 68th aphorism how cure takes place in homeopathy. Now in 69th aphorism, he would like to give us a brief that yes, now you are giving antis that is also acting, and when you are giving homeos that is also acting. Now what happens when you are giving antis? Homeos, at least he explained in 68th aphorism, when physician prescribes antibiotic medicine, the plan is to cure only. And also the antibiotic medicine, what it does is it touches the precisely same point as a homeopathic medicine does. In case of antibiotic medicine, we are giving opposite and vital force observe it only for the short period of time. For vital force, both disease symptom and medicinal symptoms are same in the initial phase. So what happens is, as though it seems like it neutralizes. The opposite medicine neutralizes the existing symptom. So vital force neither feels the pain of the original disease and nor the antagonistic nature of the medicinal disease. So what happens here is, in case of homeos, usually the feeling of the vital force is being replaced by the similar remedy. But here there is nothing to replace because it is opposite in action. As vital force is occupied by similar medicine in homeos, it is being left with the sensation of similar medicinal disease. But this does not happen in case of the antis. Hence, it leaves the disease uneradicated. See his logic. Now dynamic neutralization occurred and vital force is left with nothing there, right? So what will happen is, now your antis is produced. For the time being, it showed that nothing is there, neither pain of the original disease or the medicinal disease. Okay. Then what will happen is exactly vital force is left with nothing. Then it will start reacting to the opposite medicine. The medicine has produced a primary effect. To that, vital force starts reacting. Right. So naturally, when vital force reacts, it reacts in the similar way, in the same strength as we have described it 63rd aphorism. When it gives back the same strength, then what will happen is automatically disease will get increased. Hence, disease gets strengthened. Disease comes with a more aggravation when you give antagonistic remedies. So we know now that disease is aggravated and come back. So next time when you want to give medicine to this same person, the same medicine you are choosing, then it has to be of more strength than earlier. So for example, you are giving opium now. Opium you are giving one dose to kill the pain. In a larger doses you have to give. Okay. So in a larger doses you have given means like think now you have given a medicine one dose. Next time with one dose work will not be done. You may have to give two doses. Okay. Then the third time again when the disease comes back you may have to give three doses. So like that when you are prescribing the medicines on the basis of antis, every time the demand of the disease increases and you are pushing in large doses of medicine into the person's body. In footnote, Hahnemann gives us example that suppose if at all in case you can say that there can be a permanent neutralization, but this does not happen in the living organism as it happens in case of chemical lab. Like you mix up sulfuric acid and potassium, new substance is produced. That the medicine to alter the state of the health. Okay, new substance will be permanently formed. But this does not happen when opposite antagonistic medicines are given. So again one example he gives, if at all there is a grief in person's life and that will be not permanently extinguished when somebody else will come and makes jokes and all. That may be removed only for the time being. But whereas the grief is going to remain throughout his life. He keeps on adding footnotes so that he wants to make his point very very clear. Some people think that as it is reaction of the vital force to the primary action in both ways, whether you are prescribing similars or you are prescribing antis, it is the same what is happening in the body. But this is not the case as earlier explained. It is the replacement of the vital force by the artificial similar medicine which makes cure more evident, and the when antis are given, the reaction to the primary action takes place which leaves the disease uneradicated as well as makes it more stronger. For example, in the room if there is a dark, a person is getting adapted to dark and you put on a light as antis, it's more clear, and again you put off the light, it's more darker than the earlier. Understood? So this is what you would like to explain in these footnotes. You want to make it more clear that homeopathy is the one which is curing the diseases. In antis you get the disease back and which is more stronger than earlier. Now let's come to the last aphorism of the theoretical part of the organon. of 6th edition, where henceforth he will start with all practical parts. He gives you practical tips. Concepts are more being cleared first in first 70 aphorisms, so that it stronger impact what is homeopathy and how it is acting and what we have to do. Let us come to 70th aphorism, which gives a summary of whole of first to 69 aphorisms. So it gives an inference from the above study. Cause of the disease is not material, it is dynamic in nature. Okay. Alteration in the health are felt by signs and symptoms. Disease demands the medicinal by totality of symptoms. The disease can be transformed into health by means of medicines. The curative property of the medicines depends upon the capacity of, hence best way of ascertaining the curative powers is proving them on the healthy human body. Natural diseases can never be cured by dissimilar diseases. Even in nature, no cure takes place. Means of another dissimilar disease, be one even so strong. In nature also you find that no dissimilar disease can cure even though it is very strong. In chronic diseases, antipathic mode of treatment acts as palliative. It gives transient amelioration followed by aggravation. Okay. In chronic cases, antipathic mode of treatment gives transient relief. It gives more aggravation. Hence, homeopathic mode of treatment is most efficacious. Here, naturally occurring disease is extinguished permanently by similar stronger artificial disease. Selection of medicine is based on totality of symptoms. We get many examples of homeopathic cures in nature. So 69th and 70th aphorism are not important from the exam. Okay. For all questions he is trying to answer. This is how we think that he ends up with the conceptual part of homeopathy. Let's move on to the practical part of homeopathy in the next slides. Thank you.